Sifra Tzniuta, we had a couple of pieces there that we didn't get through yesterday, and we could try to get that in today. This is on page Tov Kuf Peites, and it's number Zion. So let's look down at number Zion. He says, Rei Bebir HaMashula Lapia Groch. This one will say, I am for Hashem. And then he goes, this is what's going on now. I'm not sure what these pasukim are, or these quotes are from but he says like this, the pasuk Zer Yomer LaHashem Ani, V'Zer Yikru B'Shem Yaakov. So keep going through this word Zer. I guess that's what he's trying to say here. Zer will say Yomer to Hashem Ani, and then Zer will also be called by the name of Yaakov. Zer Yichtov Yado LaHashem, and this one goes on to the concept of writing for Hashem. V'Shem Yisrael Yechane. So this one doesn't go with Zer, but it says, and then he wants just, I don't know, the sequencing. B'Shem Yisrael Yechane, so it would be established with the, I guess, prepared with the name Yisrael. So he said the Iri. So this whole business, he says the Iri of the Neshamas Yisrael is referring to the Neshamas. I think he means of the Jewish people. Sheyukro Kulam B'Shem La'asi Devo, that will all be called by the name of Yud-Kei Vav-Kei in the future. Going for ice water right now, trying to cool myself down. V'chaneshamos mischalkos the gimel dargos. Now let's say, what is it? This is an idea. I just want to tell you. You want to take a neshama, right? Every neshama would have an arantchi in it. Here he says the neshama has three different levels. One is called chachma, bina, and das, which are the natures, a nature of the mochin, I guess, within what would go along with the neshama. When you use that concept and you're talking about the neshama's part of chachma, then it's going to say Yomer LaHashem Ani. Then you're going to get this concept of Yomer, because that goes with the chachma. But the neshama mebina Yikra B'Shem Yaakov. So why? I haven't got the touch, but that's what he says. He says, so the neshamas, the second category of neshamas, or the second flavor of neshamas, be called by the name Yaakov. The neshama b'chasad the das, so we're going to wind up with four of them instead of three. That's the yichtov yado lahashem. V'han neshama b'gevur the das, yechana b'shem Yisrael ein sham. So that's an interior view of why we distribute these particular phrases. My problem is that, of course, I have no memory, is that I don't recall seeing these phrases anywhere else, and I don't see him quoting a site reference, so I'm not sure exactly why we keep getting them, but this is not the first time. We had it in all the other ones, too. They're categorizing these particular phrases. Let's go to the next one. The next one is number Ches. It says, Nitzayim kan bir noisef v'ferish ha-Sulam kan. So let's see what the Sulam says. V'zel d'shona v'zecha v'yomel l'chavayani. So here we go. Zeh, we'll say this. And then v'zeh yikrocha b'shem Yaakov. Seems like the same Seder. V'zeh yichtov yado l'chavaya u'b'shem Yisra Yechane. Those. So he says Yechane mamish. So what does he mean? Oh, excuse me. Pirush, Zer Yomer LaHashem Ani. This one says, I'm for Hashem. So he says, Achsa hu ha'achos d'hainu chochma. B'sod surika achosa. Now, I looked this up, actually. I was able to find it in the Gemara over there. And there it's talking about, you want to know what something is Isser. That's what it sounds like to me. Something that's Asr is to be just like your sister is Asr. You know your sister is Asr, so this is the same qualities. I don't see how it flows together here. That's what seemed to me was the pashtus of the Gemara. So he says, Achsa hu ha'achos dahainu. When do you see the achos? It's a chachma, but so she is suruk asocha. So I guess I'm not sure what that is. She'ein ba hasaga. Now hasaga, I'll have to look at word hasaga to try to figure out how what this meant. So hasaga means something that you reach, something that you understand or comprehend, something like she'ein ba hasaga, that he has. I guess he doesn't touch her, he doesn't go near her, or he doesn't understand that knowing. I'm not sure what it means. So, but what's happening is we got introduced to the Sulam's words. Shazech v'yikra b'shem Yaakov. Then you have Zez also covered the name Yaakov. Chaynu moida. That goes with the other one. Shehubina. So all of the explanation of some of the words that you had there is elusive, if you ask me. But because we're missing ideas in between. But then we come over here. Then he said, but that's all chokhmah. Chokhmah was the concept of achos. And again, I guess I could have read a little bit more of that Gemara. What it is dealing with our pasuk from was it Shira Shirim or Mishlei? I forget. I just forgot it. But where it's dealing with the pasuk, which uses the word akachoso. So he says, so akachoso is chokhmah. Chaynu moedish hibina. So moedish bina. Shabbat Maskil, his galas ha'aras ha'chachma. What's the big deal about her? Moda is like, to me, I would say, maybe it makes known, something like that. V'alkein ne'emah b'shem Yaakov, and therefore we have also, it's stated in the name of Yaakov. What does that mean? Ki b'shem, when you say the name Pirusho Hasoga. So I had to ponder about this. How does Shem go with the idea of Hasaga? Hasaga, I think it means a concept or an understanding or a reaching of something higher. And I'm thinking that B'Shem means a designation, like you've arrived at that place. Oh, we lost them there. Okay. Okay, so I was giving you my brilliant attempt at understanding why shame and hasaga go together, where I said that shame, I think, is the idea of its designation, so that's the same thing as arriving at a conclusion or an understanding. And then it said, V'zeh yichtov yado l'chavaya, so we're still working with the same phrases. I'm looking a little bit ahead. I don't see those phrases, but let's see, V'zeh yichtov yado l'Hashem. So we have a phrase here that this one will write with his hand, I guess, for Hashem, or to Hashem. Who das? What is that? He says this is called communication. This is for Fleischman interpretation. Communication. Das. V'shem Yisrael Yechane. That's the next one. V'zeh Yichtov. Yichtov is das. I don't know. Yichtov, because what is the, another thing. What did das do? Das brings Chesanim Megavuros into the Spheros. So he says, okay, so and then the next one, V'shem Yisrael Yechane, he has pashtus adas the zer anpin, that refers to the spread of das and zer anpin. Now, so you have two different things going on here. One is that we want to say that these have categories of moving the light down into zer anpin. There are different ways of understanding it through these phrases. Second thing is, where do these phrases come from? What do they do? There's no site references on them. So they're saying, well, all of these phrases, which are teaching us something, like, for example, we just had writing of the hand, or preparation. So he says, Sadas the Zer Anpin, that's a spread of the Das into Zer Anpin. Sh'az Nikra Zer Anpin Yisroel, that's when he's called Yisroel. And why is he called Yisroel? Because now the Mochin from Yisroel are coming into the Hainu Yechanim Mamish. So this is really the preparation Mamish. I don't quite see it, but that's what it says. That's it. Thank you for learning with me. And so, Mitzvah Shem. Oh, two questions. What time is mikvah on tonight? Tomorrow?
Well, officially it would be like 10 to 5.
Got it. Okay, yeah. So Mitzvah Shem, when we come back, we'll be back on to Tefillin again. Have a wonderful night. Right. Enjoy of Yachdus with the Chevra. Good Yantif.